It's Monday, February 18th, 2013, and let's talk about what happened this weekend over at XDAdevelopers.com. In all honesty, not a lot happened. However, there were a few stories, and actually the majority of them were customization related, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, one of the most frustrating things that can happen with a smartphone is when you try to use it in the car. I've said it a few times in the past, and I've seen some papers written on it. Smartphones, the touch interface, it's not really designed for lack of accessibility, let's put it that way. It's not touch intuitive if you can't see what's on the screens. And when you're driving, you can't see what's on the screen. And you know, most people, they will not put down their phone for anything. And with that in mind, Sony has gone ahead and put out a brand new launcher for the Xperia Z, which they are calling, innovatively enough, Sony Car, and it's specifically designed to be used when you're driving. And pretty much what it does, it takes your normal launcher, does away with it, and gives you big giant buttons, and you can customize where they are and what they are and how they work, and that's about it. You have big giant buttons that are very easy to see, and sort of peripheral vision, you should be able to see them and know where they are and use them, rather than having a 5x5 icons or 4x5 or however many you've got on your screen and having to swipe through pages. You've instead got whatever you need at your fingertips if you're in the car. But what's even cooler than that, XDA recognized themer Thalia C has gone ahead and made this available for pretty much all Ice Cream Sandwich Plus devices. It took some minor modifications, but it is supposed to be working, like I said, on anything Ice Cream Sandwich and forward. I think it's only been tested on some Sony Xperia devices and the Galaxy S3 i9300. But one way or another, it is nice to have something else like this for the car. I know back when I had the Motorola Droid X, if I plugged it into the car dock, the first thing that would happen is a car mode would come up. So to see more vendors making these things and making them in such a way that they can very easily be moved over to other devices, that's a step in the right direction, other than just turning off your phone or putting your phone down when you're in the car. In all honesty, and completely off track here, I've got my whole setup in such a way that I can tether it to my radio in the car so that I can be playing Pandora or music from my phone over Bluetooth, and if I get a phone call, it comes through the car stereo speakers so that I can hear and interact with the person without having to look away from the road, just hit the answer button on the radio. Not the optimal solution for everybody, I get that. Moving right along. Launchers, launchers, launchers. There are a million launchers out there, and now there's one more. But this one is apparently getting some very good reviews, and it was developed by a couple of guys from the XDA forums. It's called Vire, and it was developed by XDA forum members Navdeep Sangwan and Winograd, and it combines some of the features from some of the most popular launchers out there. It adds in extra things like 3D animations, which I think are in some of the most popular launchers, and cool theming and widgets and whatever else. It's another launcher. Not a whole lot more to say about it other than the fact that it still uses quite a bit of RAM out of the box. It uses about 60 megs of RAM, but they're working on taking that down. And like I said, it's a couple of guys from the forum, so if you have some suggestions for it, you can always make them in the forum thread. So do make sure to go ahead and take a look over at that forum thread, see if there's anything interesting in there for you, see if maybe you can help out if there's something you'd like to help out with, or just see if it's something you'd like to try out on your device of choice. And the last thing to mention, like I said, it was a bit of a short week, still sort of related to customizability. We talked a few weeks back about the change that just recently happened where it's now illegal to SIM unlock your device. And as it was expected, there's a petition. There's a petition over on whitehouse.gov asking the president to revoke this, to do away with it in some form or fashion, to overrule it and say, no, you're illegally allowed to unlock your devices. The problem is you have to have 100,000 signatures before the White House is guaranteed they have to say something about it, and at last look, it has approximately 28,000 signatures. So if it does not get up to 100,000 before February 23rd, it's going to most likely be just flat out ignored. So if this is an issue that is upsetting to you, if you are one of those people that wants to SIM unlock your device and you're still under contract, you may want to go take a look at this petition, spread it around on social media, see if you can get some more activity on it. I really do hate to say it, but I can halfway see where this all comes from. Mostly it's people who are buying these phones on a contract and then finding a way to get out of the contract so that they can SIM unlock it, sell it, make lots of money off of it. It's a little bit shady. But at the same time, if you are more than happy using the current device of choice you've got and you've got a free upgrade coming to you, why not? Why shouldn't you be able to take advantage of that upgrade, renew your contract, keep your current device, and sell off the new one, making a hefty profit off of it? I kind of can see it both ways. At the end of the day, it's technically not your device until you have paid it off, and you pay it off by fulfilling your contract. This is not really an argument for me to be making. I just really wanted to let you know about the petition and the very, very time-sensitive nature of it. So if this is something you want to support, do make sure to go out there, sign the petition, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell everybody you know on social media if you have a following. Throw in some pictures of cats and stuff to make it more viral and make people actually notice it. If you can throw in a baby and a cute cat, you'll probably be doing pretty well. But anyway, like I said, it was a bit of a short weekend, so that's going to be about all from me for today. If you like this video, do make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to receive our content as soon as it becomes available. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Friday.